All right, so this is the show. This sequence doesn't have anything going on the house, but you can see over here, this is a control box. Grace is helping me narrate. This is a lighting control box. It gets its signal through Ethernet right there. If we open it, there is a DC power supply which goes to this little board which goes out to the lights. And that's really it. So this is a remote board. This is also a set of remote boards that controls this tree. These are my children trying to destroy my lights. And you can see during the house outline, I drilled PVC and pushed the lights through it. This is an FM antenna up here. This is the main box, so this is where everything comes out of. And it's got a lighting control system in here that then blows out to an expansion board. Again, DC power supply. Everything's DC in here, which is kind of the theme. The box above it is the brain, so this is a Wi-Fi bridge. This is the Raspberry Pi that runs all the sequences. So they're all sitting on this USB stick. There's a switch underneath here to keep everything over the wired network, keep latency nice and low, and then this over here is an FM transmitter for the music. What else do I want to show you? The candy canes, again, have one of these remote control boxes, which is the same as the one I just showed you. And then here's the sign. This is a 3x3 sign. These are spaced, you can see the pixels are spaced by about 10 millimeters. I don't remember what the count is on these. But the panels are about 6x12. You really can just see the reflection of all the water. There's a DC power supply, 5 volts. You can see there's multiple panels. Each one has a power and a data input. And then they can be daisy chained together. This has a Pi in it, so that's a Raspberry Pi with a special card that mounts on top of it, which plugs into the pixels. And then this other board over here basically distributes power to all the panels. And this is just built out of basically Home Depot sells, by the wood, they sell basically a PVC 6-inch wide thing, and then it has plexiglass on the front. So everything is hand built. And you can kind of see these ones running. This is again PVC holes drilled. And then so those, the up and down and the window frames is a lot of work. And then up at the top are the bigger lights, which are pushed through a plastic strip which is zip tied to PVC, which is then mounted with magnets. That's like a very quick show tour here. And then back here we have a big box apparently, and then we have another one of these distribution units. So basically those units receive signal from this main unit by this tree. Over Ethernet, and then it goes all over the place. The big challenge is that DC power, you can't run it a very far distance until you get fading of the lights. So you gotta be sure that you get power injected in every so many feet, otherwise you get flickering. And that's what's going on down here. Is this one's a particularly long run, so this is the main power and signal, and then this here is supplemental power. I was able to do the whole roof line without any weird power stuff. but just had to kind of think it out. And I basically used these vertical runs to get power up there so you wouldn't see a bunch of wires. That's it. These are my children, Taylor and Grace. Show our friends the lights. Look at the lights. They're showing it off. The lights are pretty resilient because these two children basically try and destroy them at every opportunity. The end.